Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to. I was about to say But Talk with Lucky Jones.
I'm not a Jones. You're not a Jones. We not Joneses. We ain't keeping up with the Joneses. Hello, Miriam Marlin.
I miss my friends.
Miss y'all. Yeah.
So, yesterday, I was about to say 3 days ago.
I told you, your concept of time is so
Because
jacked up.
Time is relative.
Sometimes.
Nope, all the time. Time is relative.
We saw Thunderbolts.
Yeah, we did see Thunderbolts.
Asterisk. Not gonna spoil you on that right now.
We'll do the spoilers later because there are some things I do want to say.
I will be like, yo, spoiler alert. I will do that.
I will not.
But I'll make sure I do that. Jesus Christ, woman. She don't care about y'all. I do.
Care. It's been enough time.
The movie just came out yesterday. Well, technically, when this comes out 2 days ago.
Yeah, that's enough time to see it.
That's crazy.
True
All
fans.
right.
True fans.
So.
Dope.
Yeah. Don't know what she's talking about there. I want to get started.
So, yesterday, like we said, we saw Thunderbolts. Very, very, very good movie. We had our friends say it was like their number one Marvel movie.
Reginald.
And
I still didn't get the time frame or the criteria for there, but he was just like,
it's all about the vibes.
It was the feeling, because vibe is, you know how I feel about the vibes. It was the feeling that it evoked in him. And that's why I go to the movie. I'm not there to, I mean, it's gonna make me think regardless, but like that feeling you get.
Yeah.
That's what matters the most to me with art, is how does this art make you feel?
Yeah. So how did the art make you feel?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't think I fully appreciated the movie until I had a talk with a mutual friend. I'm not gonna mention his name in this, or her name, or their name. Never know.
About the pronoun game.
Yeah. Oh, there's a bird. Sorry.
He's such a squirrel.
Anyway. Jinx. Anyway. And he told me he cried. I was like, oh, really? He was like, for real, for real. And I was like, I know the exact moment where he cried. Like, he didn't even have to tell me, because I was just like, damn. It recontextualized the movie for me. Like, I had already thought, I was just like, this is a good representation of this, but I kind of haven't had to been like comforted like that, you know? So it didn't hit me in the moment.
Yeah.
It hit me after the fact. And that's why I'm like, dang, I might have to reevaluate how I feel about this movie. I like the movie like just fine already, but that bumped it up a little bit for me. I'm like, oh.
Yeah. I think it was like halfway through the movie where I was just like, oh no, this movie is more about mental health than it is about anything else. Like, yeah, we're still moving the plot along. We're still like setting up the Marvel universe, but this movie specifically is about mental health and how to be there for people and how important it is to be there for people.
Yeah.
Especially family.
It's kind of heavy at times, and it does a good balancing act of like showing Yelena's backstory, and like that's kind of one of her darkest moments for her that is like replaying in her head, and how it's not just this is just how his powers work. No, it's a through line throughout the movie. I really enjoyed that.
And I have a question about Bob.
Yeah.
I'm trying to understand if his power, like, I understand that one of his powers is to like send that person to their darkest moment. But I wonder if he can see their darkest moment.
Yes.
Because whenever he did it to Walter, Walker.
Walker. Yeah.
He looked at him very confused, but he also did not like Walker. So.
True.
So it could have been like, what are you going through?
Nah, like when he grabbed his hand, I think with this one, because with Yelena's, it was kind of like they were both like on the ground,
they were
kind
both
of out
in
of
that
it.
moment, yeah.
But with this one, grabbed his hand and helped him up, but Bob let go.
But the effects
still happen.
Okay, I understand.
That's why I don't even know if he was like saw everything that happened in Walker's like dreamscapey thing. But yeah, I'm trying not to spoil. I don't think I've spoiled so far. Yeah.
Can't forget about Bob.
Bob is probably the second best character in this movie.
Who's the first?
Yelena.
Okay.
The father is the third.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Alexi is awesome.
Oh, that's his name? Alexi.
Yeah.
Fantastic Alexi.
Alexi is awesome. I really don't
Ebony said it was irritating.
No.
She ain't gonna say it on camera.
He had irritating moments for me, but that's only because of second or third hand embarrassment.
It wasn't embarrassing.
I was embarrassed for Yelena.
The dad in him was embarrassing too?
Very embarrassed for Yelena.
Crazy.
I empathize with her a lot.
Do tell.
No, that's it. I just empathize with her a lot. I liked her the moment she came on screen. I've always liked Yelena.
Since Black Widow?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
She hasn't, just her mannerisms and the way that she goes about things and how she communicates with people. I've always liked her.
Yeah.
And I feel like in this one, they do a good job of showing her, like, being depressed and how she deals with it.
Yeah.
But then understanding, like, hey, I know what I said. But you can't do that. I can do that. You can't do that. You need actual help. I'm okay.
Yeah. That's how Ebony is as well. Crazy work. Yeah, ever since Yelena was introduced into the MCU, I've liked her more as Black Widow.
Okay, better than Scarlet.
Yeah, and it has nothing to do with like them as actors, whatever you want to say for that. It's more about how the MCU uses them. We didn't really get that much into, Scarlet. Nope.
Natasha.
I was about to say Scarlet Widow, but that's two people put together. No. Natasha, we didn't get a lot of that. I feel like, and maybe I'm just not remembering well enough, but until like Infinity War / Endgame, really, and then her movie is what really like solidified and like made her a complete character for me. Whereas with Yelena, she showed up a complete character.
Yeah, because whenever we were first introduced to her, she's like in Iron Man
2.
And I always saw her as like that Robin from New Girl that happens to be Agent Fury's like secondhand person. She got snapped away.
Girl, that is How I Met Your Mother. Don't ever disrespect New Girl like that again. Anyway. How I Met Your Mother is fine, but Robin, that awful person would never be a New Girl. We don't have awful people like that in New Girl.
Circle back. Yes, her. I always saw them as the same person until
same person.
Not even
like you confused them for each other, or like they were playing the same role type thing. Interesting.
Like Nick Fury's right hand person, who was like
Natasha, kind of was. In that thing leading up to like the first Avengers movie. Her and Clint, because of the events in Thor.
Loki.
Nah, Thor.
I mean, I know it's not Loki, but it was Loki's villain movie where he like brainwashes Hawkeye and.
Oh no, I'm talking about Thor, like the movie Thor.
Yes, I understand the movie Thor.
You talking about the Avengers movie?
Oh, that's when he gets brainwashed.
Yeah, he gets brainwashed in the Avengers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, in Thor, he's in the Thor movie just as Hawkeye and everything. Mm-hmm. So that's when he's first introduced. But yeah, he gets brainwashed in the Avengers. Yeah. Where were we going with this?
All I said was
I forgot. That's all.
All I said was I saw Natasha and Robin as like
the fact that we're not even calling her by her MCU
What is
name.
her name?
Oh no.
Okay, so it's Robin until further notice.
I know the actress's name, but I don't know the character's name.
That's not even relevant.
Well, yeah, rest in peace to that character because she died in Secret Invasion.
Oh, she did?
She died in like the first or second episode of Secret Invasion.
You're right, yeah.
Not that good of a show.
I thought it was good.
Nah.
I thought it was okay. Mm-mm. It was okay. It was an okay show.
Okay, what number is okay? And then that'll...
It was a 4.
Out of what?
Out of 10.
Oh, if that's your okay, it's okay.
Yeah.
My okay is like a 6. That's why I'm like, yeah, it's okay. If I say something's okay, I actually think it's a 6, almost a 7. It's almost good. A 4 for me? That's not okay.
Okay, 4 is okay.
That's subpar for me.
4 is okay.
Oh, wow.
6. 6 is good.
6 is good.
6 is good.
Okay, then what's a 7?
7 is, you almost had me. Almost had me.
Almost had me. Okay. I like your number system.
Thank you. Appreciate that. What's your number system?
Anything below a 5 is subpar.
Okay.
Subpar. 5 is mid.
Okay.
6 is okay, like good mid to okay. 7, good. It's a good movie. 8, this movie is pretty damn good. 9, oh no, this movie's great.
It's fantabulous.
Nope, because you using fantabulous, you making ish up. That's a 10.
Oh, you make up the words with 10. Okay.
Yeah, I mean 10, because I'm not gonna say something's a 12 out of 10. Like I'm just gonna say it's 10.
It's good.
Yeah, so that's kind of how I work. If it's below a 5, it's just subpar.
So what was this movie rating for you?
Oh, this movie, you want before I talk to Buddy or?
Yeah, since it changed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Before I talked to Buddy, it was an 8.
Okay.
After I talked to Buddy, it was a 9.
Okay. Cool.
Because I had to recontextualize things, like I said. You?
It's an 8.
Solid 8?
Solid 8.
What's 8 for you again? You want to clarify that?
It was great.
Great? Okay.
It's a great movie.
Is 9 great for me? I think that's what's it. Yeah. So we both think it's great in our own weird little ways.
Yeah. What could have made it better for you?
What did you just say?
What could have made it better for you?
I don't know if I couldn't understand you or you did some liberty type ish. What could have made it better for me? I don't have anything. I don't think it really needed anything else added to it. It's just one of those things where it's like, this is how I feel about this movie. I don't know of anything that really could have made it, like, other than how I feel about it after talking with Buddy. I don't know of anything other than that could have made it a 9 off of that first viewing. And I don't know, after, the recontextualization, I don't know of anything that could make it a 10.
Okay.
Now, because I am very harsh. I'm not just giving out 10s. So, yeah, I don't think, I can't put anything else in this movie to improve it to a 10. But It's great. It's a great movie. Go see it.
For sure. Yep. Anything else you would like to talk about?
You talking about to do with the movie?
Yeah.
Like, do we want to get into some heavy spoilers, or we just gonna let it be? Because we can let it be.
No.
We not gonna let it be. We
no.
spoiling.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Spoilers ahead.
You love a sound effect.
I do. This is the spoiler section. So what is it? Couldn't talk. What spoilers are we getting into, Madame?
So what I didn't like is that Valentina lived. I wanted her to die.
Oh.
I don't even think I wanted her to die. I just wanted her to like actually just go to jail.
You wanted her to have some repercussions to her actions.
Because she tested on humans. And that's not okay.
And all of them died except for one.
I'm pretty sure he might have killed them. I don't know.
He might have killed who?
He might have just killed them. Like, they may not have died. He might have just killed them.
What are you talking about?
Because whenever we see him...
You talking about Bob?
Yes, Bob.
I thought we was talking about Valentina killing, like, the experiments killing people.
Yes. What I'm saying is, I don't think the experiment itself killed the people who took the experiment. I think Bob killed them.
No, I think those people died from the experiment because they all weren't tested at the exact same time.
I say that, like, even if they weren't, there's always, like, that batch that goes in together.
I mean, yeah, but I'm talking...
And I think he killed them because whenever we go into his mindscape and he's in, like, the worst part, he's in the hospital. And there are people in front of him that were...
Those are the doctors, though.
But who's to say that didn't... It's literally, whenever the void happened, this time in the movie, it went throughout the entire city. So who's to say it didn't go throughout that entire test site? And
this is why I don't think that could have happened. Because the stronger the Sentry is, the stronger the Void is.
Okay.
So the only reason Void did all of that in New York City is because Bob gained control of the powers, first of all. Second of all, Bob was like gone for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Secluded off. He died.
Okay.
With the testing thing, it's think about the testing thing of like Wolverine getting the adamantium put in him or whatever, losing track of time. Like, everybody didn't die in that facility.
But a lot of people did.
Not the other people that were tested on.
Yeah, because they were in other rooms. We don't know how this testing facility was. That's all I'm saying. We don't know. All I know is that he was sitting on the little hospital bed, and there were people in front of him that shadowed. Now, in the city where we saw this power happen, it just kept expanding. Who's to say it didn't happen in that facility as well? He cannot remember anything whenever he goes into these spells. So who's to say?
The reason why I don't think it happened on the same level is
I'm
because
not saying it happened on the same level.
You just said who's to say it didn't spread like that?
Yeah.
Because Valentina, they never bring up anybody dying other than the patients.
Okay.
That's my thing.
Mm-hmm.
Never bring up anyone dying but the patients.
Mm-hmm.
But I see how you could form said theory. I just disagree with it.
Mm-hmm. Anything else?
That's it? That's all you wanted?
For now. I can feed off of what you say if you wanted to talk about something.
I ain't really got nothing like that.
Mm.
I'm just surprised at how strong he was.
Why is that?
Because I feel like you can write yourself into a hole if you make him that strong. But I think they handled it well.
I feel like they're still in a hole, like, because at this point, he feels like he can't use his powers at all. I think that's
a good way to have a character, like, arc or character growth development. So I'm okay with that, actually. It there go my ums again. It helps the next use of him not be like, oh, why don't you just be the Sentry? And it already gives a reason as to why. Mm-hmm. It's like, yeah, you're not gonna want that, buddy. I can't control that. Yeah. Bob was a very, very funny character to me.
He was a very sweet, relatable character. Like, meeting Bob, you want to make sure he's okay. He's one of those people where you're just like, hey, you good? I just want to make sure you're good.
Yeah, and that's how Yelena was like, stay behind me, Bob. Mm-hmm. He was like, nah, yeah. He's like, no.
No. It's like, not at me, Bob. Do not point it at me.
Oh, man.
I like how they didn't trust each other, but decided to grow into a team.
Oh, you talking about all of them?
Yeah, it didn't feel forced, like they were forced to be a team.
It didn't feel like, yeah, we're just going to put these people together. Mm-hmm. All of them, including the one that died, had trauma. Mm-hmm. Funnily enough, the person who was kind of like their pseudo leader at one point has the least amount of trauma now because he's kind of dealt with it. Oh. Bucky. Mm-hmm. And does Bucky remember all the things he did?
He probably does, but he is like...
Is it like one of those things where it's like an out-of-body experience? He sees what he's doing, but he can't stop it from happening?
Buggy probably looked at that.
He was brainwashed.
Buggy probably looked at it and he was like, oh, damn, I did that. Crazy.
Oh, man. Yeah, he did.
Crazy.
Yeah, he took out Stark's parents.
I really like how whenever he found the room that everybody else was in, he was just like, oh, no, I had a fantastic life. It's fine. Everything's fine. We're good.
And like when he said, I'm like, is that a joke or is he just dead ass? Like, yeah, I'm 90 years old. It's fine.
It's fine.
I don't remember all the trauma. It's fine. It's not even in my brain. Yeah, that was an interesting thing.
He was like, that happened 90 years ago. You're still mad about that?
But the fact that he captured all of them like it was nothing.
Whenever he was first going through it, I was just like, oh, he's like...
He's there to help. Yay.
He's there to finish a mission. He is a soldier through and through. He's there to finish a mission. He's like, this is my task. This is what I need to do to finish it. This is what we're going to do.
Oh, yeah. In the movie theater, I was like, he looks like a classic 80s action hero. Yo, yeah. Sebastian Stan, you should probably go to the people who make Terminator and be like, yo, let me be the new Terminator.
I don't even...
Because seeing him on the bike and doing that, I was like, see, that's some Terminator shit.
Okay, fair.
That was some Terminator ass shit.
Mm-hmm. Whenever Alexi and him were in the...
Alexi? Yes. I love this Dragon. It's a 3-star.
Whenever him and Alexi were in the vehicle together, and Alexi was trying to befriend him and like be his second in command.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. That was so funny.
And wasn't Bucky brainwashed by the Russians?
Yes.
So the fact that both of them...
I'm surprised they haven't ran into each other.
Soldiers. Well, Bucky was always on ice. And old dude was more of a public-facing hero. So until he went undercover with the Widow things. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. Mm-hmm. I do wonder if they have the same super soldier serum, though. I do wonder that.
Pondering minds would like to know.
Because it doesn't necessarily stop you from aging, because Cap was frozen in ice. Mm-hmm. And technically so was Bucky. And then Cap ages once he stays back in time. So it's like, how long did it take him to finally, like, get out of peak physical condition? I don't know. These are questions that we
Pondering minds would like to know.
How'd you feel about the post-credit scene?
I have theories.
You have theories?
I do have theories.
Okay.
Based off of the latest trailer that was seen for the Fantastic Four.
Okay.
Like you said, it's either them or we're having a Superman moment. Where their world is...
the kid?
Yeah.
No.
I feel like they could work it like
Don't
that.
think so.
I think it'd be cool.
I don't think enough time... Like, unless their post-credit scene is, like, years later, because there's no way she's giving birth to that child in the
post-credit scene was 14 months after.
Yeah, that was in their time.
But who's to say that these events aren't happening at the same time?
I mean, I don't know, but I'm saying is that with the events that take place in the movie of Fantastic Four, I don't see her giving birth to the child, is what I mean. Now, unless there's a time jump in the movie, or they do a time jump for the post-credit scene, I just don't see a kid being the only person in there, because that's a huge ship. Mm-hmm. That's the ship that they got their powers on, I'm pretty sure.
Oh. It was really hard to gauge how big the ship was for me.
It's the same ship from the Fantastic Four trailer. That's why I'm like, oh, pretty sure that's the ship they got their powers in. They've been going to space and whatnot.
I don't like how they made the thing look.
You talking about in his rocked up form?
Yeah.
It's like probably the most comic book accurate to the original run that they've probably ever done. Mm-mm. It's the eyebrows.
It's the eyebrows. I don't need him to have eyebrows. Rocks don't have eyebrows.
I mean, there isn't
they
a
have
rock.
Mold.
Moss?
Sure.
It's called moss.
It's all fungus to me.
Okay. So,
what do you think they're gonna do on Earth?
On Earth?
On our Earth, what do you think they're gonna do?
Warn us.
Do you think they're gonna take them into a whole military procedure and be like, "We don't trust you," and that's gonna spend most of the movie with them being like, "We don't trust you"? I really feel like that, and that's gonna be so annoying.
Oh no, because I don't.
I really wanted it to be
Photon?
I really wanted her to come back.
You'll see her in either Doomsday or Secret Wars.
Do you think they're in the same universe?
No. There's no possible way that that's the same universe that she went to.
Bummer.
Yeah. Like I was saying though, there you go, the ums again. I forgot now.
Okay.
What was we talking about?
Fantastic Four.
Yeah, because you cut me off and I just lost everything. She does this to me, guys.
I'm the bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the bad.
I knew you was going to do that nonsense. You had asked about... Oh, yeah, I don't think they're going to do a military thing because the Avengers are going to be the ones...
Which ones?
The new Avengers. Because if we pick up at that moment, of course I think Sam will be there, but I mean maybe Spider-Man's probably at work, and Ant-Man might still be on house arrest for all I know.
I really feel like we need another Spider-Man movie before, but
okay, let me tell you what's...
It's probably not going to happen.
Oh, no. So, after Fantastic Four, it's Avengers Doomsday. Okay. Then it's Spider-Man.
Okay.
Then it's Secret Wars. Okay. So, we're going to find out what's happening with Spider-Man before we get to crazy-ish again.
Okay.
But I don't know if Doomsday is going to start off in our universe or if... I don't know. I just think that the Fantastic Four are like, yeah, so our universe gone. Just here to warn you, buddy.
I just don't really see them abandoning their whole world like that.
Well, I can rationalize it with if Mr. Fantastic figures out that this is a universe-wide thing that's going to happen, he's going to try to warn other universes that this is happening. So it's like, my world is done, gotta warn the next one. Or whatever. Because I don't think this is because of a Galactus thing that they had to come here. I think it's because of universes crashing into each other. That's what they keep making it seem like.
That the universes are going to crash into each other?
It seems like they're doing it because pretty sure Doctor Strange actually like name dropped what they call it in the comics. I forgot what they call it. But I think in either Multiverse of Madness or maybe No Way Home, I don't remember. Pretty sure he name drops. I can't remember what it's called. But yeah, there go them man, them uhs and ums. I ain't taking them out either. They all gonna be in here.
Cool.
Yeah, I think the Earths from different universes are going to be colliding into each other and collapsing. And I don't know if it's because of the things that Thanos did. I don't know if it's because of the things that Peter did. Because Peter effed up the spell. Maybe it's because of that. Maybe it's a combination of Scarlet Witch, Loki, No Way Home, Thanos. It might be all of that, just all that energy and shit just kept like maybe destabilizing the fabric of like space-time or around the universe or whatever. I don't know. But whatever happens, I look forward to seeing what they do. Not a big fan of Fantastic Four. I'm gonna go see the movie. Just I have low expectations because I don't care about the Fantastic Four.
Okay.
And like I didn't care about the Guardians of the Galaxy because I didn't know they existed. But what I got was great. So I hope it's good, but I just know I've never cared about the Fantastic Four in any form of media.
The only thing I really don't like about the Fantastic Four is like Susan is such a support character. But I really don't like any female just being there for support.
Because that's because if written well enough, she's not just a support character. She can handle her own.
She can turn invincible and put up a force field.
Yeah, but her powers are deeper than that, so she actually could do more than that. That's the thing.
I wish I say that, but I really liked Violet from
Who's Violet?
The Incredibles.
Oh, okay.
She was really cool.
Didn't even correlate that. Don't even look at their powers as the same.
And why is that?
I have no idea. I've never made that connection whatsoever until this very moment. Interesting.
Mr. Incredible, know what his name is? Bob.
Wait, his name's Bob?
His name is Bob.
He's just Mr. Incredible to me. His name is Bob?
Bob.
Man, see how he rages out, yeah. Moving forward.
Yes.
Moving forward, I blanked.
Okay. Moving forward, how would you like or predict the next events are going to be?
Predict? Okay. My theory is that you see what happens with the Fantastic Four and their universe and everything. I don't think they're fleeing because of Galactus per se. I think they're fleeing because of... Is it Convergent? No, I think that's an Avatar thing. Because of the universe is collapsing or something.
Okay.
And because of that, they flee here. And then we found out what's happening now. And it's just like, yeah, don't believe this, that, and the other. And then Wong or Doctor Strange is like, nah, it's happening. We got to do ish. And then Doomsday happens. I don't know if it's gonna take place in our main MCU thing. But that's going to lead to the events of Secret Wars happening. But Spider-Man's going to be in the middle. And I think he's probably going to be trying to live a regular life, saving the day. And by the end of his movie, he's either just going to get, like, there's just going to be a flash of light, or he's going to get teleported somewhere off planet. And then the next movie, either him or, like, maybe Shang-Chi or, depending on the events of Doomsday, because I'm pretty sure Robert Downey Jr. is going to be the main character of Doomsday. Unless they somehow bring Spider-Man into that and have it be Tom Holland because of the connection there and him being like,
Mr. Stark.
Mr. Stark. And
Do you think they're ever going to take off his mask?
Who?
Robert.
Of course.
Another Bob.
Anyways. So, either Secret Wars or Doomsday, one of them, is going to deal with, we're probably going to get a little teaser of X-Men versus Avengers, because of where Photon is. It's probably just a complete X-Men universe where the Avengers are just non-existent.
And where Gambit will be, since Channing Tatum is in there?
I don't know. That he might be, like, if they're doing Secret Wars from, like, the 2010s or whatever, that might just be a Battle World thing where he's just on Battle World.
Okay.
He might not be in that specific universe. I just know he in the movie. But
I wonder how many of the original crew they're going to be able to get back.
Well, it's already been confirmed that they have Professor X, Magneto, Nightcrawler, Mystique. I'm talking about everybody from the first trilogy.
They have Mystique?
From the first trilogy.
She didn't die. She got hit with that cure.
And Magneto went,
"You're so beautiful.
You're not one of us."
Left her. Ooh, the pain.
And then he got hit, but he got his powers back. So it wasn't foolproof.
It's not a forever.
Yeah. Cyclops is in it.
Oh, and since everybody's appears to be okay, this is after the events of Days of Future Past.
Ebony, you're doing too much. We don't know if it's that universe. We just know it's those characters.
Okay.
You're doing too much.
Okay. I'm just.
Because if you do that, that's a whole bunch of timeline bullshit. Because there's technically only supposed to be one timeline.
Not anymore because of the tree. Because of what Loki did.
No, I'm talking specifically about the Fox universe.
Okay.
Because there was, like, after Days of Future Past, when he goes back in and Professor X is like, we have much to talk about, Logan. Because he's Jean's there and all, so...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But then, right after that movie, we get Apocalypse, and then we get Dark Phoenix.
Yeah.
Mystique would be dead. Therefore, I don't know what's going on. Because Mystique died in that movie.
Oh. She did.
Like I said, so I wouldn't try and be like, oh, this is just the Fox universe. No, these are just those characters.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Beast from X3 is in it. Well, he was already in the post-credit scene that Photon was in.
That's why I was so excited. I was just like,
oh my goodness, for the X-Men.
I love the X-Men.
I can't remember.
They're probably my favorite group of superheroes.
Favorite group of superheroes? So, is the Bat Family a group?
No, that's a family, bro.
That's the same thing!
Man.
Oh, got a phone call. Sorry. Didn't stop the recording, though. Whew.
Okay, so I have my favorite group of superheroes from the Marvel people, and
Fair
then I
enough.
have a favorite group from the DC
Fair
people.
enough. I think that's cheating, but
I
fair
can't
enough.
put them above each other. It's just not fair. It's different criteria. I like the X-Men people because of all of their unique abilities that they can do and how they can reach their peak, or how like blockers prevent them from doing that, and how entangled in emotions that their powers are. I think that's all really cool, and a bunch of...
Talk with your hands a lot. You know, I heard that somebody was like, when people talk with their hands, they trying to manipulate you.
I'm trying to get you to focus right here so you're not focused on what I'm saying.
Exactly.
And I like the Batman people because they're all...
The Batman people.
They're all humans with gadgets.
For the most part.
And they're really out here scruffing it with enhanced humans.
Yeah, the more we get into the nitty gritty with DC, the more I'm like, you know, I kind of don't believe that Batman can fight beside Superman and Wonder Woman. I kind of don't believe it anymore. I'm sorry.
Gadgets are a wonderful thing.
I know, but seeing Superman get punched by something and it hurt him, and Batman being like, just got a broken rib. Nah, you might be dead. You might have internal bleeding, bro. You're probably dead.
His suits are made out of the same material that Bucky's arm is made out of.
Superman's body can't be cut with normal human-ish.
Yeah.
It also can't be penetrated through with a bullet.
Nope.
So you mean to tell me somebody punching Clark make him bleed, and they punch Batman, and Batman's just like, I'm good. I'm good.
You know why?
Why?
I'm pretty sure, headcanon, he managed a way to get some of Clark's blood, synthesize some...
What are you're saying Batman took a super soldier serum?
No, he would never. He has morals.
Then what did he do?
He found a way. He found the atoms that makes him strong, and was just like, I'm gonna make a suit out of these atoms.
Come on, bro. So you mean to tell me when Solomon Grundy punches Batman, or Bane punches Batman, he had his back broke?
He sure Bane. Did.
So he ain't had no internal bleeding, just the broken back.
He had will.
He had willpower. He should have got a Green Lantern.
He should have got a Green Lantern.
Because he does have a shit ton of, like, the stuff, when Batman teams up with everybody, it's just like, okay, he's smart as shit, but y'all got him fighting? I don't know, man. Y'all got him fighting these creatures?
He is a billionaire detective who beats on street criminals.
No, he beats on criminally insane people.
And I really feel...
And instead of getting them help, he chooses to break every bone in their body.
The more in my big age... In
your big age of 28.
I see a lot of wrong with Bruce.
Oh, yeah. Bruce needs therapy. Lots of therapy.
He does need lots of therapy.
Yeah, he needs therapizing.
He also just needs to go to jail.
You think Bruce needs to go to jail?
He needs to
Why Bruce need to go to jail?
Because with all those millions, he doesn't think to create a nonprofit and help these people.
I'm sure he's like, he gives money to the insane asylum.
He gives money to orphanages.
And
that's all he cares about.
I'm sure he gives it to the Arkham Asylum.
I bet you he doesn't. As many breakouts as they have, no sir, they do not.
Who do you think fixes all the walls and stuff after the breakout? Not the city. They ain't got the money because Bruce is bankrolling everything.
Nah. What he does is like, I want these walls to be broken so they can come out easier. Because I just didn't give him enough. I didn't give him enough beating the first time. His money is not going to fixing anything. His money goes to orphanages.
And don't get me wrong, y'all. I like Batman. He's my favorite DC hero if we don't include the Milestone verse, the Dakota verse. He's my favorite DC hero because I just don't really care for Superman. There's like 2 Superman things I really like.
Bruce recruits young men, and he's like, "Let me show you how to beat ass."
That sounds crazy. That sounds insane. We're done. That's the pod.
He adopted.
No, we don't have to talk about.
He adopted Dick Grayson and was just like,
"Oh God,
I saw what you did, flipping around in that air. I think you'd be a great addition to the team."
You gotta stop.
He found Jason. He's just like,
I ain't gonna hold you. Jason found him and stole the tires off the Batmobile.
And he was like, you know what? That was real fast.
The audacity of this kid.
Let me show him how to beat ass. Let me beat his ass.
You got to stop.
And then show him how to beat ass.
Stop saying.
But then he failed Jason because Jason got his ass beat by Joker
with a crowbar.
Like, and then Tim.
I
don't know about Tim.
Tim figured out who Batman was.
And he was like, you know what?
Tim is like the second coming of like the detective part of Batman. Like all of them are like a part of Bruce and someone. That's why none of them could ever be Bruce.
And then Damian is Bruce's seed.
Yeah, but
and that's the only one that would have been safe.
Safe.
He would have been safe.
What do you mean safe?
From Bruce.
What does that mean?
Because Bruce just recruits these kids and he's just like,
oh my God.
You see that guy over there who's a zombie? Go beat his ass.
Who's the zombie?
Solomon Grundy. You see that mutant dude over there?
On a Monday.
That turns into a crocodile? Go beat his ass. You see this guy who's a clown? That's my patient. Like, that's my homie.
My patient?
That's my personal.
That's my patient.
That's my personal, like, bestie.
Bad.
That's my bestie right over there, but you can go beat his ass. Oh, I'm sorry. Jason. Jason's the only one.
Actually, he's like, no, don't fight the Joker on your own, probably. He actually probably doesn't let them go fight
He's
the
like,
Joker.
because that's his bestie.
Oh.
He's the only one that can get him the
How did we get stuck on DC?
You asked me who my favorite group.
Because I thought it was one group, but then you broke the rules.
Yeah.
So...
Who's your favorite
group? Does this include Rogues Gallery, or is it just
okay, group of superheroes of heroes? Marvel and DC.
Oh, it's just the X-Men then. There's not another group. Yeah, it's just
not the Spider People.
That's not a group to me.
It's really only one Spider Person for me.
That's not a group to me, only because
they don't exist in the same world.
Exactly. Except for 2 of them. Well, technically,
it's only 2 at a time.
No,
because one of them will die.
No, because if you include Agent Venom in that, then it's probably 3 at a time, and then Venom. So, like, if Venom's around, there's 3 at a time. But if you want to include Carnage, I mean, he's never going to be a good guy. But I mean, that's 4. Just saying.
So why do you choose
the X-Men? Name another group in Marvel.
Okay.
That Avengers. You can think of. Because
Avengers. That's the group, Avengers.
So you want me to choose
the mutants?
A man in metal. A metal man.
Okay.
Over. No, let me stop. The thing about the Avengers is I didn't care about the Avengers until like probably was a cartoon that came out. I think it came out before the Avengers movie. It might just be everything just might be folded on top of each other, but until like around probably the late 2000s, early 2010s. But X-Men 90s. I've been watching X-Men since I was a child, since I was a wee little grasshopper.
So I didn't
high to a grasshopper, one might say.
I didn't really watch any of them until Fox came out.
Yeah, I was watching cartoons. I didn't know comics existed until I was in like probably high school. I just thought it was a cartoon.
I knew comics existed. I just never read them.
Didn't know they existed because we ain't had no comic book shop in little old Andalusia.
I never read them, and like my comics were manga, and the only one I really bought was Inuyasha.
Oh, I didn't know manga was a thing until wow, I think I was out of high school. Because when I was in high school, I was like, wait a minute. There's more Naruto after the first part? It's called Shippuden? Oh, it's in Japanese? I'll read it.
No.
What we doing?
Honestly, if I would have just relied on Naruto to be my gateway into anime, I would not get into anime.
Well, I mean, you know it wasn't my gateway.
I wouldn't.
No. I was like, you know it. Like, I've been watching anime since the 90s.
Naruto is exhausting. It's exhausting to watch.
Not the first part. The filler doesn't filler until the very end.
Sakura is a piece of work. You know, as a female, I look to my female characters to like...
Fair enough, because I'm still kind of like, why did Sakura and Ino have to draw? Why couldn't one of them have won? That was kind of... Like, why didn't... I just want to know, why didn't he have Sakura win? Or, you know, like, it was just weird to me. It was just weird.
Yeah.
But that's besides the point. Oh, and then Sakura beating the, like, mind transfer jutsu thing because of her inner Sakura that never gets touched on.
Never gets touched on again.
Never gets touched on.
And she is forever like, oh my god, Sasuke.
Yeah, but we ain't talking about Naruto right now. We're stopping that right this instant.
Okay.
We were talking about Thunderbolts this episode.
And Yelena is my favorite.
Same. And I look forward to seeing this new Avengers team deal with something, because they not strong. Even though Tony was a regular human, that armor packs a punch. Okay. Thor, the Hulk.
They may not be strong, but they're very resourceful. And, like, Sam's not really strong, but he's resourceful.
He got a whole vibranium suit that got ripped apart.
Yeah.
Like, what I mean is, if anyone wanted to invade Earth right now, they are winning. The Earth is primed to be invaded right now.
Like, I'm really trying to
because the Eternals are gone.
Okay, so we have our new Avengers.
Yeah.
And then we might have a team from Sam.
Yeah. Well, I guess Doctor Strange actually could Doctor Strange and Wong could do a lot of work.
Okay.
Abomination's on the planet. Wong might be like, hey, Abomination, I trained you, help me fight. So, maybe the Earth would be fine. But if you ask me, it's prime time. Because Thor is not here right now. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. Valkyrie's on Earth. Never mind. There's a whole Asgardian village on Earth.
Okay.
Forgot about that.
Pause. When I tell you this world is so massive, and it's really hard to keep track of all the characters that we have been introduced to, and like their power set and what they can do, and if they're still available, because whenever things happen on Earth, we only deal with the people who we're following at that point in time, and no one else seems to exist, because you know this happened in New York, yet we didn't see anybody at all from anyone else. We didn't see Tom. We didn't see...
You mean Peter? His name's Peter.
His name is Tom now. We didn't see Doctor Strange, even though he can just...
Doctor Strange might not have been there.
He is somewhere with a third eye hanging around with a chick.
He might be in another dimension right now.
I don't know.
He might be in another dimension. We don't know. Wong probably in another dimension.
There's a lot that we don't know. Like, whatever happened to that black guy that was really mad at the Doctor Strange for breaking the rule?
Hey,
like,
dog,
whatever happened to him?
I really need to know what happened with that, because he was just like, I'm taking magic from
There's
all of y'all.
There's a lot of loose strings going on right now.
Yeah, it's a lot of split ends. Y'all need to go to a salon. The MCU needs to go to a salon.
There's a lot that needs to be cleared up.
You are like distraught right now thinking about all the loose strands that need to be dealt with.
Because
yeah, so maybe the Earth actually can't be invaded right now because I forgot how many people were there. I don't know where Bruce is, and at the end of I don't know if he went off world to go see about his son, but he came back with his son.
He did come back with his son
because that was a terrible haircut his son had. He had the reverse fade. So maybe the Earth couldn't be invaded right now. Now, it really couldn't if the Sentry got his ish together. Then it really can't.
Well, probably. And why? Did we ever figure out why?
Why what?
Miss Marvel, Captain Marvel, and Photon's powers play with each other like that?
Oh, they both have similar power sets that mess with it's explained in the movie. I don't know the technobabble for it, but it's very it's like deals with the light spectrum, all of their powers or whatever. Like Photon literally can
bend light.
Kind of be light. Mm-hmm. You can I don't know.
And I always thought that Captain Marvel got her powers from the stone.
She got her powers from the Tesseract, yes, but the stone that's the space stone. Mm-hmm. So I know space and time are like two separate things, but it's like the space-time continuum. Like she's just super powered with the Tesseract or the space stone.
Captain Marvel's on Earth.
Is she?
She is.
We never know where that woman is.
She is on Earth. She said she was going to settle down in that little shack that used to be Photon's house.
Yeah, I don't know if she's there. She need to go right.
Monica Rambeau. That's her name.
I would have been told you her name if you wanted her name. I'm so sorry. Didn't know you wanted her name. I am so sorry.
My bad. Thanks for hanging out.
Maybe the Earth can't be invaded.
Thanks for hanging out with us,
if all these people are there. I don't know who's there. Star-Lord's on Earth right now with his granddad. She does not like Star-Lord, y'all.
I don't care.
After the events of Infinity War, she has never liked that man.
Man.
But I think that's the pod.
That is the pod.
Peace.